Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to another edition of Saturday night's main event. This is the voice of the WEDF front dog, joined alongside the other voice of the WEDF, Homer.
Why, thank you for that introduction. And we're here to show you some action from both SmackDown and Raw. We're going to start off with Drew McIntyre taking on probably his toughest opponent ever, which is the game Triple H.
Yes, the game Triple H. That I believe that is the toughest challenge for Drew McIntyre to date. He has never faced someone as intense as the game. But Drew McIntyre here is coming in a foul mood after he did not come out the ECW champion at No Way Out.
And that was really pulling for him. I mean, everybody heard me compliment the guy, and I honestly do think that I still think that he's up there in terms of his talent. I don't think that match takes any of that away, and I really think he's going to go the distance with Triple H. I think he's going to take him to the limit.
Well, here's the thing. Drew McIntyre could maybe follow in the footsteps of John Morrison. A couple of years ago at Tribute to the Troops 2008, Morrison picked up a big win over Triple H, and that pretty much propelled his career. You think a win for Drew McIntyre over the game could do the same for him?
Absolutely. I think it just takes one win, but we have to remember that he's not just going against anybody. This is one of the most intense people that when you step into the ring, just the intensity is like overwhelming.
Time to play the game, and Triple H is not in a good mood either. He not only lost the rematch against Jericho, but during the match, he was attacked and got hit with an F5 from Brock Lesnar.
I mean, I don't know why he did that. Hopefully, at some point we'll find out. But tonight he's got to focus on Drew McIntyre.
Yes, Triple H. I'm not sure if this is a good opportunity for Drew McIntyre because you got a ticked off Triple H right now. Brock Lesnar hinted on last Saturday night's main event that he was going to end the game.
Well, I mean, I think that Brock Lesnar is capable of doing that. Perhaps maybe we'll see that sometime in the future, but like I said before, the Triple H has to stay focused on Drew McIntyre. As much of a challenge as Triple H is himself, Drew McIntyre shouldn't be overlooked. So for Triple H, he's got to stay focused on the task at hand, and that's getting a win tonight against the Chosen One.
And what will a victory do here for Triple H?
I think it'll just continue to prove just how dominating he is. I think how he wins is going to be important. I mean, it's tough. I mean, he's coming off of losing the tag team titles and failing to get them back, so he's got to prove to himself as a singles competitor that he still has it.
Look at Drew McIntyre already taking it to Triple H. Like Triple H trying to fight back here.
This is going to be a very brutal. This is going to be just a heavy brawl. I don't expect a lot of wrestling in this match. This is going to be heavy strikes.
Scoop slam. I mean, just like the streets of Ireland, where they just fight.
That's right, and even where McIntyre is from in Ayr, Scotland, that whole region is just known for its brutal brawls.
Look at Triple H going for the knee right there. Maybe Triple H trying to set it for the figure four. Been notorious for going for that.
I mean, that's a possibility. It would be a little unorthodox even for Triple H, but anything is possible in the squared circle. Just look at McIntyre here.
Oh! Double knees.
I mean, you don't expect to see Triple H in this kind of situation, but Drew McIntyre, like I said, he's underrated. People kind of set him aside. They don't think much of him. A lot of people even say that he might. Vicious. A lot of people even say he might suck, but I don't. I definitely see the talent in Drew McIntyre.
Right now, he's taking it to Triple H right now.
I mean, if there's anybody that you get in the ring with and take them to the limit and people start to notice, it's got to be when you get in the ring with Triple H. So hopefully people notice what McIntyre is able to do tonight.
Triple H over suplex McIntyre with a knee right to the head.
Wow.
Now look at this.
He's just manhandling the game.
Oh man, Triple H just called him.
That double-A spine buster by Triple H.
Oh my goodness. That was one hell of a spine buster.
But look at McIntyre, he just continues to fight despite being in the situation, and that's just a textbook suplex from Triple H. There's a cover.
Could this be it? 1-2, and Drew McIntyre showing resiliency there.
He's showing, this is a big test for him tonight. Win against Triple H could mean possible, future title picture. Who knows what could be in store for him if he were to win.
Could put
oh
the
no!
Wait a minute!
Oh, nice counter by Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre's putting the whole roster on notice with this performance.
Oh, and just hits him with that hard right. And there's a lariat.
The hard lariat. McIntyre.
Oh, come on.
2. That's how I think that's how he was eliminated in the Elimination Chamber.
Well, perhaps he's learning from the past. He's using what was used against him, perhaps to help him win tonight. So.
Either that he used against Wade Barrett. I don't really remember. Anyway, back to this. This is a fist fight right now. An all-out brawl. Who's going to get the upper hand here?
It's hard to say, but it looks like it might be Triple H.
Well, one of the best strikers in the game. There's a neck breaker. The game very crafty.
And that knee is vicious.
Brock Lesnar better take notice here.
For all we know, he's in the back watching right now.
Look at McIntyre.
Oh.
He should have him here. 1, 2, and Triple H kicks out in 2. Look at
wow.
Sending McIntyre flying.
And that's just the power of Triple H. Oh, wait,
look at McIntyre. That's a veteran move right there. German suplex. Well, a mistake there. After McIntyre went for a smart move, he made a mistake there.
That was actually smart gameplay from Triple H. McIntyre didn't realize he was near the ropes. Oh, geez, here it comes. No, again! Counters 2 pedigrees, but I was saying...
Oh, man! My goodness, what a McIntyre. 1, 2! Triple H kicks out.
That kind of move isn't technical in any sense. That's just a brutal move, and oh, wow. Again, the power of Triple H.
Wait, what's this? What's he going for here?
Time could be the charm.
Here it is, the pedigree.
And it is. Pedigree to Drew McIntyre. This has to be the end. Here's the cover.
1, 2, 3, and tonight, Triple H had to fight for this win. Drew McIntyre took Triple H to the limit.
You gotta give props to Drew McIntyre, but the game proves why he is who he is with that victory. You can see this recap. There's moves like that spine buster that really gave him the edge. I mean, he's got those powerful strikes. He's got that size advantage, and and this was the finishing touch. The third time was the charm. He hits that pedigree, and that's it.
But something about Drew McIntyre is a loss could benefit him. He could learn from this ball and just get better and better and learn from it.
I mean, that's the only way that a superstar can improve with every loss is just to learn from the mistakes and to continue to grow. I mean, if you dwell on any loss, then you're only going to move backwards. So. But again, I do give props to Drew McIntyre. Took a very hard opponent to the limit. unfortunately, this was Triple H's night.
I do give my respect for Drew McIntyre, respect level. Wait, we're already going to our next match. Vladimir Kozlov, not even hesitating.
For those of you that have been long-time WEDF fans, I mean, this is almost like a revisiting of a former feud. This is Kozlov going against Smokey.
Kozlov nearly injured Smokey's neck many years ago. Smokey made a return. These two just tore each other apart. I have a feeling they're going to do it again.
This is not going to be pretty, especially when you think about the way that these two superstars fight. Here comes Smokey rolling in his limo.
Both are former United States champions.
Hopefully you're talking to a future United States champion, but...
Oh, I bet. The way MVP's been acting, I think there's not only you deserve a chance, but everyone else, and MVP's going to get his.
That's for another story. We have Smokey here who, who's actually been dealing with some issues with Cody Rhodes over on ECCW. I've been paying attention.
It just seems like Cody Rhodes has some type of hatred for Smokey based on how he looks. It says he's an embarrassment, trying to hold him down, and guys like Ted DiBiase down. So the way he took him out of the Royal Rumble was really not necessary.
I mean, I kind of see where Ted and Cody are kind of thinking, but at the same time, you know, their philosophy is that Smokey's not the traditional wrestler, and so that he shouldn't be here. But I don't really agree with that because I'm not the traditional wrestler. So, you know, as surprised as people might see it, you know, I'm actually siding with Smokey in this whole thing. You know, the times change, and I'm actually on Smokey's side when it comes to that whole thing. But tonight it's about a rehashed feud. We're gonna see some. This is gonna be just like the last match, some brutal fighting.
There's Smokey. Oh, back body drop. Fill out Smokey. He's a fighter. He's fought all his life. The thing about Kozlov is he's fought in Russia too.
He's actually he trained in Sambo wrestling.
Yes, so he did.
He's actually a very good technical fighter, which could prove to be difficult for Smokey to take on.
What is the strategy here for Kozlov?
I think for Kozlov, just keep it slow. You know, keep control and allow the match to move in the direction. You know, because as long as he keeps it at a slow pace, he'll be able to keep control of this match just like he's doing now.
It's a good strategy against someone like Smokey who wants to just fight you to a limit.
Not to mention, I think Smokey is a little bit of a showman. You know, he comes out here and he does what he does to entertain the crowd. You know, Kozlov, I don't think really has too much regard for what the crowd thinks. So.
Now, Smokey, do you think he needs to focus on Kozlov and not have? Do you think having legacy on this mic could cost him in this match?
Every match you should be in, whenever you're in a match, your focus should be on your current opponent. You should never have anybody else in the back of your mind because you've already given your opponent an advantage.
Anyway, Smokey going for those vicious kicks, running off the ropes, and Kozlov. Look at Kozlov, speaking of the Sambo style. Nice T-bone.
He's gonna go for the cover off of that.
1, 2.
Smokey kicks out.
Something Kozlov
works on that ground game. This is, you know, Kozlov has a strong advantage when it comes to the technical aspect.